you resolve to be more productive in 2016? Well, poor productivity in the office can have negative consequences, including longer work days and an impact on your company's bottom line. Now is the time to get organized. Laura Stack, also known as the Productivity Pro, is here to talk about staying organized and improving your personal productivity. Laura, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me. Privileged to be here.
So let's start out by talking about what that poor productivity really means in the workplace. What effects is it having, and why is it important that we all strive to kind of improve that for 2016?
Sure. Well, productivity, of course, has a negative impact on the bottom line in terms of a business's profitability, but it also impacts your work-life balance. If you are inefficient and spending more hours at work than you need to, then you can't get out of the office on time and get home to your family. There was a great study done by Fellows Brands, the Productivity in the Workplace study, and it showed that people spend 2 hours a day just being disrupted. It also showed that a third of workers had problems with office equipment, and only half of the people that were surveyed said that they felt very productive during the day. So definitely having an impact on our work-life balance as well when we're not being productive.
Oh, wow. I have to admit, definitely guilty of a few of those over here. So I guess the important question today is, what are some tips on improving that productivity moving forward?
Well, I think the best thing to do is to just do a clean sweep and get organized. People are struggling with thousands of emails in their inboxes, with different technology challenges, with paper clutter all over the place. So spend some time purging all of that, shred all of that information that you no longer need, especially things that are already in digital form, and don't just throw it away. It's very critical that you shred it. I love the Fellows Automax 200C because you can just load up the paper, push the button, and walk away. So very efficient, but also protects you from identity theft. So I think that getting organized, especially as you're starting out the year, is a great way to get started on a quest for productivity.
Perfect. Great tips to get us started. Now, I know one thing that I struggle with this time of year is preparing for my taxes. I either wait to the last minute or I haven't saved all the things I need to save. So what are some recommendations to help us through?
Well, you're doing the best thing by already thinking about it. I think it's really important that you get started early. As soon as you get your W-2s, start gathering all of your information. You've got to have all the documentation and the receipts that you need for write-offs, whether it's moving expenses, medical expenses, whatever you have that you can deduct. Make sure to gather that information quickly and then get rid of the things that you no longer need. You can shred with your fellow shredder I mentioned earlier anything that's older than 7 years. So you no longer need that information, but don't just throw it away. Really critical that you shred it. And then that will help you be on top of things before April comes along so that you're prepared for tax time.
Well, and I'm glad we're talking about, the shredding our information, and really just office equipment in general, and technology would really play a big part in our productivity moving forward, wouldn't you say?
It really does. Not only do people find it frustrating when they're slowed down by office equipment, whether it's their printer or a slow laptop or their shredder is jamming, but it also impacts their ability to be focused. So you've got to do things like turn off the alerts in your emails so that it's not pinging you every time you get an email, whether maybe it's your phone that bothers you, that red blinking light that you just can't help checking. So really getting a handle on technology and using it for your benefit rather than feeling like it's controlling you.
Absolutely. And Laura, some of us are going to need just a little bit extra help moving forward. And I actually see your new book right there. So tell us about your new book, how we can get it, and how it's going to help us with our productivity.
Thank you. Doing the Right Things Right, How the Effective Executive Spends Time is my newest book in bookstores now. And it talks about how leaders need to spend their time both effectively, meaning doing the right things, and then efficiently doing things right. It's really when you have the intersection of both of those things that helps you be productive. And you can purchase it anywhere that books are sold.
Well, I think I know a few people I might get that book for as a gift. And I want to thank you, Laura, so much for being here today. Where can we go for more information?
Thank you. Well, I'm at theproductivitypro.com, or you can go to fellows.com, or the Automax shredder I mentioned is available at Staples.
Excellent. Laura, thank you so much and have a great day.
Thanks for doing it. Have a great day, too.
Now stay with us. We have more hot topics coming up.